Welcome to the exciting world of real estate. Here's a brief sample of the high-quality, in-depth training our new professional real estate students receive while taking the online self-paced course with PDH Real Estate Academy.
So I've been selling real estate for quite some time, and of course have been an instructor now for over 12 years. One of my favorite real estate stories, I sold a house to a man of Spanish descent. His name was Rogelio Abrahams. I'm sure I do a horrible job of pronouncing that correctly, but sold a house to him, and I remember the wife and myself were inside doing an inspection. Rogelio and his uncle were outside in the driveway, and the home inspection going on the inside, and I just remember him out in the driveway with his uncle, and he was doing this like he's driving down the road, and he opens the mailbox, he closes the mailbox, he opens the flag, puts the flag down, puts something in the mailbox, and it just stuck in my head, what is he doing out there at the mailbox? And I asked him, if you don't mind me asking, what was the conversation you were having with your uncle in the mailbox? And I mean, to this day, I get goosebumps to talk about it. And he said, well, I was explaining to him how the mail works. He said, we are in Ecuador and you don't have mail. He said, nobody in my family has ever owned their own property. He said, so it's a really neat concept to us that they bring me my mail at my house. So imagine that background, how important the concept of home ownership is to him. Of course, we take that lightly. So now advance forward, we're gonna talk about title. We get to the closing, he buys his first house, he's got all of his closing documents, he gets the keys, he goes home, and remember, they're Spanish descent. At the time, I had an assistant that worked with me that spoke fluid Spanish. He actually grew up in Ecuador also. So I get a call about 2 weeks later from Rogelio, and he is, he was freaking out. I mean, he was just going nuts. And he said, Marlene, I'm so upset. I can't find my title. I can't find my title. I don't know where it is. I know I bought an insurance plan on my title. What do I have to do to get my title replaced? Because I don't have it. And I was trying my best to explain to him and had to bring in Andy, my assistant, to speak to him in Spanish to make sure he got it. In his mind, he did not own that property if he wasn't holding that piece of paper. He thought his title was his piece of paper with his name on it that said he owned the property. And I completely understood that that's what you would think. You pay off your car, you get your title in your hand. But remember, I already said that title passes personal property, but in real estate, title is more of a concept. Title is a concept of ownership. So I had to have Andy explain to him that the title isn't a piece of paper. Your title that you did buy an insurance policy is not just the piece of paper, it is your concept of ownership. All of those rights. If your next door neighbor walks over and knocks on the door and says, hey, I'm allowed to use your backyard because I have a right to it, that would be an interference with your title, your concept of ownership.
If you like what you see and would like to enroll in our course, visit us online at pdhrealestate.com or call us today at 888-572-7324, and our staff will get you started today.